know you, John Locke. You don't know me at all.
Episode 313 answers the defining mystery, I guess, of who John Locke is, why he was in the wheelchair.
I was excited to find out how was he injured, because, I mean, the fact was he was in a wheelchair, now he's not.
What did you do?
John.
Hopefully nobody would have suspected that his father pushed him out the window of an 8-story building.
What's her number?
You okay?
We're shooting Locke's fall. Our first shot was Kevin, Ty, Bum Rush's Terry O'Quinn, and they disappear behind a beam. But then, as they come out on the other side, it's no longer Terry O'Quinn, it's actually a stunt double on stage.
Tom, our stuntman, is going to run backwards towards the window. Just before he hits, Mike Sua is going to blow out the window, and we will do this. Action!
Very good, everybody.
They had a 60-foot blue screen up the side of the building, and the same stunt guy was basically dropped from a high decelerator in a complete free fall.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, drop!
Great.
And then we wanted to have a shot that you could tell that it was Terry O'Quinn and not a stuntman.
They strapped some wires to me and put me over a big pad and basically just lowered me down. A little fast, a little slow, but it was fairly pleasant.
And we put this together, and I just think it looked really good, and it was really scary, and it surprised a lot of people.
Tell me, John, did it hurt?
The proverbial shoe is on the other foot because now Locke has the power over Ben. He's very much the one in a position of control, and it was really fun, given how strong Ben is, to see him in scenes with Locke, who has a very similar, powerful energy.
How is it that you think you know this island better than I do?
Because you're in the wheelchair, and I'm not.
He's being tested because Locke is in some ways competition for him. And that is terrifying to Ben, because he feels, I think, as if the island has betrayed him.
As far as Ben's concerned, I don't think Locke's looking at him as a bad guy or a good guy. He's an adversary. Like everything else, I think Locke wants answers.
I can tell you where Jack is. I'm looking for the submarine.
We finally get to build our sub. Because it's styrofoam, it will float. It's sort of like a giant surfboard. It'll have a steel frame inside, so it'll stay relatively strong. But the styrofoam's pretty tough. A little paint, a little lighting, some atmospheric smoke. I think we should be able to sell it.
This is painted and so on to make it look like the top side of a submarine. The actual interior is a different location on a real World War II submarine at Pearl Harbor.
Rolling.
Turn back. Nice to have that hit.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go, guys. Right away.
The submarine it's a wild card. It can bring people to the island. It can take people from the island. And Locke says, I don't want to go home.
Hey, hold it right there.
Down on the ground.
I'm sorry, Jack. Sorry for what?
1, 2, 3.
Locke's flaw in his backstory is inaction. And on the island, he's become a man of action. He becomes very much obsessed with making sure nobody gets off the island.
There's very little in his past that he wants to return to. You know, almost everything he leaves behind, he wants to leave behind for good.
Certainly John Locke's personal story wasn't meant to end with him falling out that window and dying as most people would, but he survived, perhaps for a reason.
Locke definitely believes that there's an answer. And I don't think we've seen what Locke will do. I don't think we've seen how far Locke will go to find out who he is.